the scientific research that is promoted by our government and by our education. But psychiatric needs do not subside. They do not subside after the medical gender reassignment. So, and so no matter whether it's hormones or the full medical reassignment surgeries, the psychiatric needs actually increase. Makes sense to me, because you lop off someone's breasts or genitals, you are going to end up with like this young transitioner. It just breaks my heart to hear her and to hear others like her who have been so deluded, who've been lied to. It makes me angry in my spirit at the lies, because I've said over and over and over that telling the truth is kind and loving. Quit lying to our children. You're confusing them more. They're just wanting to know truth, and they're being sold a bill of goods.
Yeah, thank you for reviewing that again, Dr. Ann, because I think that this report is very likely going to be used in lawsuits. We know the massive win down in the United States is worth mentioning again, where the woman who had been lured into this culture of destruction, and she came out against her psychiatrist and the doctor who performed the surgery, and she was awarded $2 million. And then I don't think it's a coincidence that a doctor who performed these surgeries has shut his doors in Quebec, because it was a big deal in the headlines, because BC, people could go to Quebec and get these surgeries so that they could get them quicker. And now that that door has closed, they're also worried, about the delays. And so I'm hoping this is a shout up across the bow to these surgeons to say, and these psychiatrists that are promoting this and facilitating this, that your day in court may be coming. And so how much longer do you want to go and make a buck off of destroying a child's life and getting them permanently on, into the medical system? So I think that's very, very important. This report is going to be vital. I like also what you just said about the homosexual men, that it's proven there's a statistics for both lesbians and homosexuals that sexual abuse as a child is very, very common. And it doesn't necessarily have to be sexual abuse. It could be parents that were abusive or neglected their children. A child is so delicate in our care. And that is why I've been so irate about what's happening in the school system, starting now in daycare, but in kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2, just forming these beautiful little minds. I'm bringing my grandson, who just turned 2, to church, and he sits there with me every Sunday, and he doesn't even want to go into the children's section. And then we're driving home in the car, and he's got his little hand in the air, praising the Lord and humming. And I'm like, I just thought about what they're teaching in our schools. It is about how we give instruction to our children as to what they're going to face in life and how they're going to be able to manage. And somebody could say from that community, it's like, oh, you're indoctrinating your child. No, we are nurturing their childhood and protecting their innocence and teaching them about morality